I want to share with you this journey of this client's credit profile. Now, this is the first round, and I'm going to be sharing multiple clients as well in their journey because what I want you to understand that when it comes to fixing your credit, this is a process. It's going to take time. There's going to be ups and downs when it comes to your credit score, but most importantly, two things as you're fixing your credit, right? Two things. The main thing is, of course, is paying down debt, right? As you're paying down debt, you want to be disputing the negative items that are on your credit report, right? So as we're doing those two things and you're working on those two things, if you're doing it yourself, guess what? You're paying down your debt and then you're focusing on removing those negative items on your credit report. Now, when it comes to fixing your credit, removing those items is going to take time because Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, we already know they like to play crazy, right? And they don't really be doing their specific duties of actually doing an investigation and checking the inconsistencies and everything that comes to their profile. So what you want to do is it's going to take discipline, it's going to take perseverance, and it's going to continue taking you sending letters every single month when it comes to your credit, when it comes to fixing your credit, right? So this is the first round of this person's when we did their first round, right? In the first round, as you can see, we got three things removed, right? And we're disputing 85 items, right? So, well, it's 88, right? We just got three things, but 85 items, and then nine things just got added. So, we're going to be disputing more items, right? So, when it comes to fixing your credit, you're going to be fixing, and then a few things might add on, right? But you don't want to be applying for things if, like, just for an example, you don't want to be applying for credit as you're fixing your credit. If you do need some positive accounts, if you do need to add some accounts on your profile, that's different. But as you're fixing your credit, you don't want to be adding things or you don't want to be applying for things. Next year, depending on what you have going on, don't need to apply for nothing when it comes to your credit. So three things got removed, 85 items in the process of getting deleted, including personal information, accounts, inquiries. This is a journey, right? And I say this for every person that comes onto the credit team. This is going to be a journey depending on like how many items on your report is going to take time. There's no rush because I wish I could remove everything off in the first round, right? Get paid a lot of money, but most importantly, it's going to take time to fix your credit. And it's going to take time for you to fix your credit as well. So as you can see, three items, 85, nine things, and nine things got added. Negative 3 points plus nine plus 27, right? And like I said, your credit score is going to fluctuate until everything is off, and then you're going to see the ultimate credit score once you have everything off, everything paid down. You're going to see the amazing credit score that you deserve. But I understand this. Life happened, and this is gonna this is gonna be a journey. All right. So this is the person's credit profile. Now I'm just gonna show you some of the accounts that were disputed, right? So as you can see, this is the client's accounts, right? So all the accounts that we disputed, and as you can see, we got a few things removed. But most importantly, in the first round, what I want to do is tell Experian, TransUnion, Equifax to do an investigation because I know if they do quote unquote an investigation, I tell them to do an investigation based off of 15 USC 1681 EB. That's their duty, right? That's their responsibility, right? And I want to show you what I'm talking about. I'll show you in a second, but that's their responsibility to do an investigation when it comes to when you send a letter in to Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, right? Their overall thing is to make sure everything is complete and accurate, right? Most importantly, they're supposed to update, they're supposed to modify, they're supposed to fix certain things. And like I said before, they usually don't do that. So now, since they don't do that, now we can leverage the law to help us get items removed in the next round and continue every round after that. And it's not going to happen in the first round, the second round, the third round, fourth round. You're going to see consistent flows of getting 2 to 3 items removed in the first round, and then 4 to 5 probably in the second round, or probably one, or whatever the case may be. But most importantly, as you're sending your letters in, and you're removing those negative items, you might not have that many, but as you're fixing that and you're paying down your debt, you're going to see the flow of your credit score continue going up, and it might drop, but it will continue going up. And as you're paying down debt and you're taking care of things, you're going to see the consistent rise of your credit score. So as you can see, now this is just multiple items that we're trying to dispute with Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. This collection that we got removed was actually a repossession that we got off in the first round. So in Victoria's Secret, as you can see, now this is the accounts. Now there are more accounts on this person's credit profile that we're disputing in the first round. I just want to give you an idea of like, hey, if you have so many items, if life happened or whatever the case may be, hey, it's okay. It's going to be a journey to get your stuff removed as well. No need to rush. Continue doing what you need to do. Pay down your debt, save, take care of your credit. Take care of them negative items, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But in the first round, you're going to be disputing based off of 15 USC 1681 EB, right? That's just the overall compliance and procedure of based off of like when you look at your report, you're going to see whenever a consumer report agency prepares a consumer report, it shall follow reasonable procedure to assure maximum possible accuracy concerning the individual about whom the report relates. So there's no need for you to do all this extra stuff when it comes to fixing your credit, all this nonsense of this and that. Just keep it simple, right? Because I don't want you to overcomplicate this when you're fixing your credit. Send it based off of the first law, right? And use this law, and then that's going to be in the first round. And then according to 15 USC 1681 I-5, right? After 35 days of procedure in case of disputed accuracy, after 30 days for them to do an investigation, 5 days to the mail them back to you. Let me show you what I'm talking about, right? If after any reinvestigation under paragraph 1 of the information disputed by consumer, an item of the information is found to be inaccurate or incomplete or cannot be verified, the consumer reporting agency promptly delete the item of the information from the file of the consumer or modify the item of information as appropriate based on the results of the reinvestigation to promptly notify, so on and so on, right? Now, that's what they're supposed to do after they do their due diligence and do their investigation. And do they do it? No. So this is how you can leverage multiple laws and leverage you using this and using Metro 2 and using other things to help you and other specific laws to help you get items removed from your report, right? And then from there, as you're doing that, you're going to be using that to create your letter, right? And then also using that to clean up your personal information, as you can see right here. And then you're using that to also clean up your inquiries, right? Now you can use 15 USC 1681 B, permissible purpose, when it comes to your inquiries, right? And then you don't have to wait 2 years for your inquiries to fall off, because based off of that law, you can leverage that to help you remove inquiries permissible purpose. You don't have to wait 7 years for your accounts to fall off, right? Because you can leverage the inaccuracies and the procedures to help you get those accounts removed. And then if you have, let's just say, a bankruptcy, you don't have to wait 10 years for it to fall off, because you can leverage the inconsistency. You can leverage different things. You can leverage violations. You can leverage multiple things to help you get the accounts removed. And if it's a collection, you can leverage the FDCPA to help you as well. And these are some of the accounts and the inquiries that got added on this person's profile as we're fixing it. And we're going to have a conversation. But most importantly, you can see what you're supposed to be doing and what you're not supposed to be doing as you're fixing your credit. And it's going to take time. And I'm going to go over the specific letter. If you don't have a letter, you can leverage freesecretletter.com. You can grab my free secret letter, get access to the letter, and help you get send off your first letter, right? But when you go to, let me just show you, let me look up the letter for you. So this is what I was talking about. So here's the letter that I was talking about. So this is just an example. And you can create your letter, and you can use ChatGPT, and you can use, it could be based off of your report, and you can mix it all up and based off of what you have on your credit report, create your letter based off of the law, and then they'll come up with the letter, and then you just create your letter, and then you, of course, you want to send that letter to Experian, you want to send that letter to TransUnion, you want to send that letter to Equifax. Don't overcomplicate this when it comes to fixing your credit. Pay down your debt and then dispute the negative items. And it's going to take time. It's going to take consistency. It's going to take perseverance when it comes to the credit bureaus. But over time, you're going to see your credit score go up and the items get removed and things be back on track.